Coming up next Thursday night, November 6th, Dirk Nowitzki and the Dallas Mavericks take on LaMarcus Aldridge and the Portland Trailblazers. Be there.
While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
I was hoping we'd get a chance to see this one again. Thank you, Lonnie and the truck, for showing. But it's passing like this that makes the basketball purists happy. This is the beauty of the game right here.
Zeller and Johnson are the bigs. Walker runs the point with Stevenson flanking him. And it's Henderson in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Now here's Stevenson. Shot clock at 6. Sinks the three-pointer. Stevenson's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Hornets. Stevenson's gone 50% shooting tonight, firing away 4 of 8. And Udrich kicks to Adams. Randolph dishes to Kufis. Here's Udrich. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Stevenson against Adams. Here's Henderson. That ball. Nice feed that time from Stevenson. Stevenson's got assist number 5 here tonight. Henderson's gotten 5 of his 9 attempts to go. They get a hand on it, and that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Stokes is checked in for Randolph. And it's Nick Calathis in for Udrich.
John Stokes. Nick Calathis.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. To the inside, stolen by Walker. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and the dunk by Zeller.
Excellent communication between teammates on the alley-oop there.
And that's what you need to pull that off.
Well, both ends of that play, just fantastic.
Here's Calathis.
Well, you look at the game of basketball, it really seems to be on the upswing, and that's great news for the NBA. We know that those who play a sport are much more likely to watch it as an adult, and basketball is now the largest participation sport in high school and college.
And it's Walker penetrating. Again, the Hornets score.
You know, he was smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Agreed. As long as he picks his spots, his outside shot will be hard to block, no matter who's on it.
The growth of the NBA really pretty incredible. 30 years ago, annual league revenues were about $120 million. Now, it's $4.5 billion. That's with a B.
Yeah, the league is really on great financial ground right now. I mean, franchise values are growing astronomically. The players sacrificed in the last collective bargaining agreement negotiation, but as quick as the pie is growing, I think everybody will be just fine, players and owners.
And he makes the first.
Nick Calathis, former two-time Mr. Basketball for the state of Florida, a star at the University of Florida, was drafted back in 2009. He played 3 seasons in Greece, 1 in Russia, before finally making it to the NBA last season.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Biombo is checked in for Jefferson. Williams comes in for Zeller. Gary Neal's checked in for Lance Stevenson. And Brian Roberts subbed in for Kemba Walker. And the Grizzlies, trading for his rights, they knew what they were getting in Calathis.
Yeah, proven guard in Europe. A young guy, great playmaker, and he can rebound, defend. And I thought he provided Memphis with a really solid option at that backup point guard spot last year.
Roberts passes to Neal. Down low, picked off in midair. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Adams, right side. Good, great play by Calathis to set it up. Adams has got 4 points this quarter.
Nick Calathis really knows how to share the sugar.
Hornets have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. And now Williams inside. There's the steal. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Pass to Adams. Lots of room. Here's Koufos. Neal pulls it in.
Well, they've only got a slight edge in rebounding when you look at the numbers, but it certainly feels a lot bigger than it is.
Well, the score has a lot to do with that, Clark. Just based on that, you'd think the rebounding gap would be huge. Great job capitalizing on that steal and getting the easy points in transition.
Exactly how it should be done after a turnover.
Here's Roberts. Nice touch on the shot from close range. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Calathes dishes to Adams. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from Williams. Here's Henderson. And there's another one for the Hornets.
Boy, they've looked good in the open floor today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
Well, they've been doing the right thing, Steve. Anytime they've had numbers, they've gone straight up court with it right away. Boom.
Here's Calathes. The dish to Koufos. Passes it to Stokes. 5 on the clock. Shoots. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. There's Neal with the 3, and he gets the bucket. Neal's got 19 points.
Wow, this fourth quarter has just been tremendous for them from deep.
Yeah, they're locked in and putting up a ton of points from outside.
They set the pick. Left side, Adams. Koufos kicks to Adams. That one's off, still out of sync. Charlotte has gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Jefferson's checked in for Bismack Biyombo. Zeller comes in for Williams. Lance Stevenson's checked in for Gary Neal. And it's Kemba Walker in for Brian Roberts. The Grizzlies also making a change. Beno Udrih, he's checked in for Adams. Here's Udrih. Here's Calathes. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Nick Calathes.
Walker with it. Right side to Walker. It's deflected. Now Udrih feeds it to Pondexter. Good D by Stevenson.
Well, an 8-rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to swing the score hard in that team's direction.
And that's certainly been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference.
Clark, they're really struggling guarding that three-point line.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, Steve.
Here's Udrih.
Well, jersey advertising, an idea that had been bandied about for a long while. Last season, in lieu of that, the league tested out advertising on the court apron for the first time, as well as a small ad on the top of the backboards. So the league, of course, always looking for new revenue streams.
And here are the Hornets now, following the score by Memphis. Kicks it to Zeller. He feeds it to Henderson. And another 3 for Charlotte.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play, they're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession.
Calathes gets the bucket.
And that's why teams emphasize the use of screens and picks, just to get you some open looks like that one.
Walker goes in. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And the dunk by Zeller.
Well, it's a wrap, fellas. No way you come back in this one.
Not anymore. Any chance of that happening went out the window a while ago.
Grizzlies have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Stokes can't get it to go. And it's the Hornets ball.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just total obliteration. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Hornets.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah. And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
A little bit closer to the win now, and they'll be halfway to a sweep of the season series once they wrap this one up.
That's right. It's just a two-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
Here's Hudrick following the bucket by the Hornets. And oh, here we go with Henderson. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Well, if it wasn't already out of reach, it is now thanks to this spurt.
Just keep on firing, man. No reason to slow down now.
Grizzlies shooting reasonably well, 45%. Here's Calathes. There's the screen. Stolen by Stevenson. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Lays it in off the pretty alley-oop.
Just a little bit more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate the win.
Well, they can already start to celebrate, Steve, and they should let their team hear it. They were good.
The Grizzlies shooting it well here in the fourth quarter at 50%. Here's Calathes. He's guarded by Stevenson. And the foul on Al Jefferson. That's his third foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Hudrick kicks to Prince. The feed to Kufis. To stop the run, he lays it in.
Textbook right there. Nice pass, great catch, beautiful finish.
6 seconds left to play in the final quarter. From deep, Walker.
You know what? How about the effort we're seeing from him on the boards? He's already in double figures.
Yeah, and more importantly, Steve, his rebounds are leading the team.
So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team, and they just had one of those games.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, these guys played a great all-around basketball game here.
And that about wraps it up for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And now, Jordan presents our player of the game, Cody Zeller.